Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and this is the first episode of Play at Work, a video series where I basically go through some board games that you could possibly play at work. The intention is to have a suggestion of board games that you can play and during your lunchtime, or maybe during your break time if you have some downtime, or maybe after work if you have people who like to hang out at work like me for some reason. But the main goal is within the lunch hour. So if you guys do have a nice little full-time job or just a normal job or whatever you want to call it, you have a lunch hour that lasts for about an hour. Of course, what a lunch hour does. These are some of the games that you might want to consider, and these are the games that I would recommend. Or maybe I wouldn't recommend because maybe they last too long. So no worries, I'm going to jump straight into it. There's three basic categories to basically tell you guys up front that I'll go through every single time, which would be timing, complexity, and fun. This first game is going to be Zombie Dice, and it is a push your luck dice rolling game. The timing for this game is about 10 to 20 minutes, and within the timing category, that's including everything from setup to breakdown. It's a fairly straightforward thing. You literally show up with this little tube of dice and say, hey, let's play Zombie Dice, and everybody says, okay, sure, how do you play it? And that's where the next part comes in, which is complexity. As far as complexity goes, complexity is extremely simple. The only hard part is making sure people understand what each side of the dice does. So each dice has three different faces. The green dice have more brains on them, and the red dice have more gunshots on them. And the basic goal of the game is to get as many brains as possible. Like I said, it's a very straightforward thing to explain, but basically you want to get as many brains as possible. Gunshots are really bad. If you get 3 gunshots during your turn before you claimed your brains, you will your turn immediately ends. You lose all the brains that you collected, and that's it. If you get a runner, then you basically have to re-roll that dice in if you want to continue on. So that means you would pick up more dice and you would include this one in your dice count. And as far as the dice count, each time you go for your turn, you choose 3 dice total blindly from the cup, and go ahead and roll those dice. So you always draw up to 3 dice, and like I said, it's a very straightforward game, very easy thing to explain. You can probably show them this video and they might understand the logic of the game. But like I said, it's a push your luck dice game. Very straightforward, very simple. The way to explain it, it's so simplified that it's not even funny. I pretty much explained this game to like 6 people in the course of 2 minutes. And it was pretty fantastic because we had a nice little game going. Okay, so that is the timing part. As far as, like I said, setup and breakdown, really not much setup at all. You just literally put the dice, take this little thing out here, which is the rules, which is all on one page, which is great. And you put all the dice in the cup, and you shake the cup, choose the dice, and you get going. So that's basically the game in a nutshell. The game is really fun. I will say that much. It's a nice, quick, and simple game for people to go in, or get into. Quick to pick up, quick to put down as well, quick to put it away and just shove or throw inside your bag, so you can go back to your desk and start doing your work, or go back to wherever you go and do your work. And also on top of that, it's really easy. Like I said, getting those ahs and oohs, like, oh man, you just threw like 3 brains in a row after you just got 2 gunshots. Like, you got the impossible turn. It's so crazy. So it can make some for some very easy, memorable moments, and that's one of the things I do like about it. One of the things I don't like about it is that it's a pure dice game. I mean, there's literally no strategy outside of, okay, I got 2 gunshots, and maybe I have 2 gunshots in the red, and I know that there's 3 dice total in the red, and reds are bad, but at least I got some of those out of the way so I can keep going. And like, there's some decision making, but it's not enough to warrant it to be like a super deep, heavy strategy game, which is, to be honest and to be fair, it's not what Zombie Dice is aiming to be. Zombie Dice is aiming to be a very fun, straightforward game that you can play within 10 to 20 minutes as it's listed officially. And I would give it a thumbs up for a game that you can play at work. I would give it a thumbs down on games that you can play at work every single day, because it will get stale pretty darn fast, because the strategy is more or less non-existent. You literally just throw dice. Oh, I got 3 brains. Throw dice. Oh darn, 3 gunshots. Your turn. And that's like I said, it's one of its strengths. It's also one of its weaknesses, because it has a very low downtime, even if you're playing with 5 different people. It has a fairly low downtime. Everybody's always engaged with somebody else's turn, but I mean, if you show up with this game every single day for like 2 weeks, you're gonna lose some friends. So anyway, that's Zombie Dice in a nutshell. This has been my name is CulBlu. It's what you guys. This first video in the Play at Work series. I would recommend this game. You can find it on Amazon. I think it's listed on Amazon for about $10. I bought mine for $13 from the store, so I'm okay with that. That's about shipping plus Amazon pricing. A decent game. Good game to have as a filler game, as a lot of people like to call it if you're into serious board gaming. Filler game. This would be definitely filler material. And it's a dice game. Literally 13 parts plus the cup plus that page. So there's Zombie Dice. Go check it out. Go buy it, and you know you want it because the zombies want your brains.